Iced over rivers like this one right here are going to cause a major problem with the weather forecast we have right now, because this ice is going to break up and cause an ice jam. Ice jams that have caused serious flooding happened in New Boston and Goffstown, that river that runs right through there along the side of town. 2017, 18, 19, this isn't new to us. Back in 2011, when I was working out on the Alaska tundra and installing weather stations in really remote locations, the Kuskokwim River had a really bad ice jam that almost wiped Crooked Creek off the map. It did the same thing again in 2023. And the reason this happens is because you get an iced over river and it starts to move. You get water under it, it swells, it breaks the ice, and the ice gets pushed up on the shores. It causes the water to not flow. Look at all the water behind these homes. It literally, in the town of Crooked Creek, pushed the homes like off of their foundations. It absolutely devastated the town. So as you get these massive blocks of ice that break off and stack up, it doesn't allow the water to flow through normally, and it ends up overflowing its banks and going elsewhere, because usually these ice jam breakups also occur with added precipitation, warm temperatures, snow melt. All of that is happening this week. So taking a look at our forecast temperatures, we're definitely going to be really, really warm on Wednesday and Thursday. And with that is coming really high chances of precipitation. So we can see the rain starting to move into New England here. This is like late morning on Wednesday. Come Thursday, we're going to have this really heavy line. There's actually going to be convection to the south here as this passes through the Mid-Atlantic region as well, coming through here. So we've got a lot of moisture and precipitation coming with these really warm temperatures. Snow very far to our west, unfortunately. The Weather Prediction Center has a QPF forecast, a quantitative precipitation forecast, and this is showing the amount of liquid that we can expect. See, we're just shy, we're like just touching purple in a couple locations. This lovely NOAA-funded project, which a lot of people don't think is worthy anymore, is showing us that we can expect up to 1.5 inches of rain in some of these locations, but it's also going to be warm, and it's going to be pulling water out of the existing snow base that we have. It's going to be more water than that added to the system. It's hydrologists that are employed by the National Weather Service that keep an eye on these things for you. So if we look at the forecast discussion for the Gray Main area, talking about how we're not really concerned about flooding, the precipitation amounts themselves aren't going to warrant that. But, and I told you this was coming a few days ago, so aerial flooding's still not really expected, but river rises, ice breakup, and ice jams remain possible. Water.weather.gov, darn, these people are everywhere, has a great website they maintain to show flood stages and forecast flood stages. And if we go ahead and take a look, we are just starting to see this rain that's going to be entering the forecast and forecast river stages to be coming up. If you live by the water or the river and you're concerned about ice jams or flooding, if you've been there long enough, you kind of already probably know. It's sometimes there's the usual suspects that flood, sometimes it's not. Go to water.weather.gov tomorrow and start taking a look at it and seeing how the rivers near you are forecast to be changing. In some locations, this may not break up the ice. I would expect warmer temperatures and more water to actually do that. So this may not rid of in all the places. This could be a very gentle way to avoid a future problem. But I would not be at all surprised if during the middle and end of this week, there were problems in some specific locations from this. It's just incredibly difficult to forecast. Where's the ice going to break up? Where's it going to pile up? And how's the water going to flow around that? But we're telling you right now that the risk is there. So keep an eye out.